Dear learners, how are you? Today we are going to solve problem number 11 to 20, and this is our second tutorial from Mentor Mathematics. So I hope you understood problem 1 to 10 very well. If you still have some questions or any query, just let me know. So this is our first problems. Let's read it. In a Cartesian plane, which of the following points is inside the triangle enclosed by the three lines? And three lines are r1 y equal to 0, r2 y equal to 2x, and r3 which is y equal to minus x plus 7. Okay, so let's understand again. Let's read it. In a Cartesian plane, which of the following points? Okay, so here 5 points are given, is inside the triangle enclosed by the three lines. So these three lines actually make a triangle like this, and we have to find out among these 5 points which one is inside the triangle. So we have to find that point. Okay, we'll try to understand now. This problem comes from coordinates and straight line chapter, so you can just go and see the basics from that chapter, and I hope you will understand, because this problem particularly emphasize one coordinate system and a straight line. You have to understand the basics, otherwise you can't draw or can't imagine the problems. Okay, for example, for drawing this particular problem, you have to be very good at coordinate system. Okay, so three line I just wrote here: r1 y equal to 0, r2 y equal to 2x, and r3 y equal to x minus x plus 7. So I will draw on the coordinate system, Cartesian coordinate system. But before drawing, let's consider an equation that we know, y equal to mx plus c. All of us, we know this equation. We have studied in a straight line chapter. This is one of the basic equation. So this m means actually slope, right? Slope of the straight line. So it's represented by tan theta. I hope you remember it. So it's like this, the value of this m tells us how positioned with the coordinate, how whether it's what is the angle between the line and between the axis, either x or y. We can just simply quantify by the value of m, and if we need, we can also find out the value of theta. Okay, for example, this is an coordinate system. This is x and this is y axis. So for example, this is a straight line, and this is gonna be a theta. Okay, so the value of theta we can know from the value of slope, and this c actually represents the intersects with y-axis. For example, if we draw another straight line here, so this is theta, the angle between x-axis and the y-axis, and the line, and c actually represents the value of the distance between 0 points to the intersects points. So this is called c. For this particular straight line, value of c equal to 0, because this line actually passes through the center. If we draw another line, this is negative y. If we draw another line like this, then here value of c is negative. which is minus c. Okay, now we can maybe draw the all lines. Okay, let's draw first r1, the straight line r1, and it's given y equal to 0. So y equal to 0 means it's actually doesn't have slope. The value of slope is 0. Okay, plus value of c also 0. So which means this is a line, or this is the equation of x-axis. Okay, here the equation of x-axis, y equal to 0. This x-axis goes passes through the 0 0 points, and it has the slope m equal to 0, or the theta also 0. Okay, then our second line, which is y equal to twice x. In this case, in this particular problem, y equal to 2x plus c, here c is 0. That means this equation also goes through the center point 0 0 point, and it has a slope m equal to 2. What is theta then? Theta, or we can simply say tan theta, like m equal to tan theta equal to 2, right? Then theta equal to tan inverse 2. So I am actually going through details so that you can understand well. To solve this problem, you don't need this much time. I am doing it because some of you may be beginner or have some lackings in basics. So for you, just I'm explaining this, but I believe that you all know. Just for recalling the information, I'm doing it. So tan inverse 2 means actually 63 degree. Okay, you can check it. Therefore, our second line we wrote here, this value of c is 0, and this angle is around 63 degree. Okay, so this is our second straight line. Now we have to draw the third line, which is y equal to minus x plus c. In this particular problem, it's interesting because it has both m and c. So y equal to minus x plus 7. So the value of m here, m equal to -1. That means that tan theta equal to -1. So theta equal to 135 degree. Okay. Okay. Now we know theta equal to 135 degree, and we know the value of c is 7. Therefore, we can simply draw it, but the thing is, what would be the intersects points in between R2 and R3 here, and R1 and R3. Especially we need to know this point. Okay, we have to find out this point. This point we do not need, because when we already know the intersects, the value of c for this case is 7 and it's positive. Therefore, the intersects would be from positive side of the y-axis. So it's automatically intersects this line at a point that we don't need to find out, but for doing this math we need to find in a different way. However, let's find out these 2 points. I already did that, so I wrote here, but we have to know how we can do that. Okay, first of all, intersects between R2 and R3. So R2 is given y equal to 2x. So we can just simply input this value into the equation R3. So we put the value of y here, twice x, and this. So from the calculation, we can find x equal to 7/3. Okay, that means okay, so now we find the value of x. Now what we can do, we can input the value of x into the R2, then we get the value of y. So that is 14 divided by 3. So we can write the coordinates x, y is 7/3, and value of x is 7/3, value of y is 14/3, which is actually 2.3 and 4.7. So we find intersect point between R2 and R3. That means these two equation, this one, this is R3, this equation, and this is R2. So we find this equation. Now we have to find out the point, the intersect point between R1 and R3. Okay, so we can simply calculate like R1, we know y equal to 0, so we can put value 0 here. Then we find x equal to 7. Then when x 0, y 7. So we easily find that 7 and 0. So we found all points here, 7 0 and 0 7. So we can draw this line too, and it intersects points, we find 2.347. So all endpoints of the triangle, we figure it out. I'm changing the color. Okay, from here. Okay, so our desired triangle is this one, right? This is the triangle which is enclosed by the 3 lines. Now the given points are these 5. We have to find out which points is inside the triangle. So let's check 3 5. 3 5, the value of x is 3, value of y is 5. So when value of x is 3, arbitrary we can say somewhere between here, right? And value of y is 5. But we can see our vertex, the highest value of y is 4.7, right? Therefore the 3 5 points somewhere here. I hope you can see here. Okay, this somewhere here. So we can say the first point is outside of the triangle, so this cannot be answered. How about second point, 4 4? So this is a critical point, very close to triangle, either very close or inside, we don't know. Let's check it. So it's 4, maybe here, and y value also 4. So how we can do that? It could be around here, but we don't know whether it's inside or outside. Okay, so in this case, in this particular case, we know the line, right? Because here the 4, roughly here we can say this is the x value of 4, and y value of 4, we don't know whether it's inside this line or outside this line. But one thing we can do, this is line number R3. So R3 is given by, okay, I'm writing here, R3 is given by y equal to minus x plus 7. So when x equal to 4, then what is the value of y? We find it 3. It's interesting. When x equal to 4, y value is 3. Then what do you think? Is it inside or outside? Okay, we'll interesting how we can confirm that. Okay, we'll come to here again, but let's find out others. 1 and minus 3. 1 and minus 3. So 1, okay, I'm just erasing this space. So 1 might be here, and minus 3, it could be around here. So our point is here, 1 minus 3. That means this is not inside. Minus 3 and 2, x negative 3. So this is here, this also not. And 3, 3. This is interesting, where this point lies. So when x equal to 3, this point like the 2.3, the highest point of y, actually we find highest point 4.7 when the value of x is 2.3, but here x is 3, and then y also 3. So it seems inside the triangle, and we can solve it here. If we put value of x here, we get y equal to 4. See, actual value is 4. But we have 3. That means this point is inside. So our answer is this one. This one is correct. Now come to this point again. 4 by 4. So when we input 4, we got 3. Actual value 3. But here the point given is 4, 4. That means it's outside. So this also not the answer. So we got the correct answer. 3, 3 is inside the triangle. So therefore our answer is D. This is our second problem. Let's read it. For 0 less than equal x less than equal pi, the equation sin x equal to 2 minus k has at least one solution if and only if. Okay, we have to find the value of k. Not only value, but a range of k. So let's find it out. Okay, so the range given here, 0 less than equal x less than equal pi. This is the value of theta or x of sine. Therefore, if we draw Cartesian coordinate, so this is the 0 radiant and this is pi radiant, and in between this range, the sine wave can have the minimum value of 0 and maximum value 1, because sine pi also 0. So the value of sine x actually lies between this 0 and 1. Therefore what we can write here, sine x equal to 2 minus k is given here, and minimum value is 0, maximum is 1. So we can simply write here 0 less than equal 2 minus k less than equal 1. I hope you understand it, because the 2 minus k is equal to sine x, and we know the value of this sine x is 0 to 1. So simply we just write them, because this is sine x. Okay, then we can simply calculate it, how we solve the inequality problem. So simply what we did, we added -2 in all side, because to eliminate these two, we did that. Then we multiply by -1, and you know, whenever we multiply by -1, or actually we multiply here, not there, in this line we multiply it. So whenever we multiplied it, the sign, the inequality sign actually altered. Why it's happened? Let's take an example. -5 is less than -3, right? But if we multiply by -1, what it becomes? 5, 3. So is it true? Is 3 greater than 5? No. So whenever we, in equality problem especially, whenever you multiply by negative sign, then you must alter the inequality. Okay, so we just rearrange it. This is the lower value and this is the highest value. So our answer is B. Okay, we'll go to the next problem. The sum of the interior angles of a non-regular hexagon is equal to 5 flat angles, cannot be calculated without additional data, is equal to 4 pi radians, here not 4 pi radians, is equal to 360 degrees, is equal to 6 right angles. So we know the right angles is just a 90-degree angle, and flat angle means 160 degree. Okay, this is flat angle. Okay, so we have to find out a non-regular hexagon, like the sum of angles of a non-regular hexagons. I believe you know what is hexagons. Okay, so this is a hexagons and this is a regular hexagons. Regular means it has equal length sides. Also all angles between the sides are the same, 120 degree. So if you sum them, then what is the summation? 120, and we have 6 angles, therefore 720 degree. So this is the summation of angle. So now let's think this is a non-regular hexagon. That means the side lengths are not the same, and the angle between them also not same, is different. Now remember, whatever the side length or angle in between them, always the summation of the angle will be 720. Okay, but to confirm it, we can simply do that. We find a triangle here, right? Let's do it another way. Okay, if we just add this 2 point, it becomes a triangle. So what is the summation of these 3 angles? Okay, 180. So we can simply write pi. If we add these 2 points, again it becomes pi. If we add these 2 points, again the summation of all these 3 angles becomes pi, and this also becomes pi. These 3 angles. So how many pi is here? 4 pi. Therefore our answer is C, the equal to 4 pi radians. Okay, Now we'll go next problem. In a parallelogram with a perimeter of 2p, we have that at least one diagonal has a length equal to p. Every diagonal has a length smaller than p. So p actually half of the total perimeter. And what is parallelogram? Let's see it first. This is a parallelogram. Parallelogram means the AB and CD, for example, these two sides are in equal distance. Okay, so I mean, like they are parallel. BC and DA also parallel. AB and CD are equal. AB and CD and BC and AD also equal, and the opposite angle also equal. So this is the basic definition of a parallelogram. And in the questions, it is given that the summation of its side distance 2p. Okay. Now we have to find the correct answer from here. At least one diagonal has a length equal to p. Every diagonal has a length smaller than p. Let's verify first two options. In the first option, it was called that at least one diagonal has a equal distance with p. So p means half of it, or we can simply consider the distance between AD plus DC. This is equal to p, or AB plus BC equal to p. Okay, we can say like that. But the first statement is not correct, because it's without any calculation we can conclude that the AC is less than P. Okay, or BD also less than AB plus BC. Our second option is every diagonal has a length smaller than P. That is right actually. So this diagonal is smaller than P. Yeah, that's right. The diagonal AC or diagonal BD also smaller than, like diagonal this one BD is smaller than half of the perimeter, which is actually P BC plus DC. Therefore option B is correct. This is our answer. We'll go to the next problem, and here it is. In the Cartesian plane, the axis of the segment with endpoints A00, B11 has the equation. So this is a similar problem I solved in previous tutorial. So we can simply see that problem, but I will solve it for you similar way. Like we have to find out the midpoints. So midpoints is 0 plus 1 by 2. This is the value of x. 0 plus 1 by 2. This is the value of y. So it becomes actually half. And all of us know the slope of this equation, m equal to the distance of y, which is 1 minus 0, divided by distance of x, 1 minus 0, equal to 1. Now we have to find out the straight line which passes through the midpoint. Okay, so this equation actually perpendicular with equation AB. Therefore slope of the new equation or this equation will be -1, and we know the points, the passing midpoints. Therefore we can write the equation y equal to y minus y1 equal to m1 x minus x1, y minus half equal to -1 x minus half. Let's do the calculation. Minus half equal to minus x plus half. We can write y plus x equal to 1. So it becomes x plus y equal to 1. This is our answer. Let's see it. Our answer is D. It can be written like this: x plus y equal to 1. Okay, let's move on to our next questions. Number 16. Given the equilateral triangle ABC with a side length of 2 cm, let DEF be the midpoint of the sides AB, BC, AC respectively. The area of the rhombus DECF is √3 by 2 cm square, 2 cm, √3 cm square, √2 cm square, 1 by √3 cm square. So we have to find out that. So this is the equilateral triangle, and all of us already know that an equilateral triangle has equal sides and equal angle. So all angles are 60 degrees. Okay, so D, E and F are the midpoints. Therefore the distance is 1 cm, distance of DA, and distance of BD also 1 cm. Now we have to find out the area of these two triangles. We have to find out that. Okay, so let's take a look here. ADF actually ABC divided by 4, right? The area of ADF is equal to 4 times lower than area of ABC. That means the ABC triangle has been divided into 4 pieces, and out of them we have to find out the area of two triangles. One is DEF, another is EFC. Okay, so simply what we can do, we can find the total area of this triangle, and it's very simple. We can draw a line from here. Okay, I'm doing it with green. Okay, so this is our line. Now okay, we know the formula of area: half into base into height. Okay, so let's find out area of ABC. Then half into B is 2, right? The distance is 2 cm. But what is height? We don't know the height. To know the height, we can use Pythagoras theorem. So this is the angle 90 degree. So we can apply the Pythagoras theorem. And according to Pythagoras theorem, we know AB square. In this case, we'll consider the triangle ABE. Okay, ABE. We'll consider this triangle. So triangle from triangle AVE we can write AB square plus BE square plus AE square. So we don't know this value. AE square equal to BE is 1 centimeter, because BE is half of BC, therefore it's 1 centimeter. And then oh no, we have to actually, as we change the side there, then AB we have to write first. AV equal to 2 square minus 1 square. Now is correct. Now we can write 4 minus 1, therefore 3 of, therefore AE equal to root over 3. So half into 2 into root over 3. So root over 3 centimeter square is the whole area of the ABC triangle, but we need the triangle of the area of rhombus DECF. So we can simply divide by 2, because this rhombus actually half of the triangle. So if we just divide ABC by 2, we'll get the value root 3 by 2. This is our answer. So our correct answer is option A. Okay, let's go to next problem. This is a problem that I didn't understand. You know, sometimes it's really hard to convert from Italian to English language, and this particular problem I want to skip, but if you can solve it, just do it. Okay, I want to skip for now. Okay, this is problem number 18. Let's solve this problem. Let A be a real number greater than 1. The numerical expression this equal to what? We have to find out the value. So let's do it. So this is the equation given. Log A is the base here, and this is the context, the value of x. Okay, if we write log AX, so x is given here, this complex number, complex equation. Okay, so first of all, what we can do, we can simply write this part root over A equal to A power half. Then next step, this root over and this square cancel out, and the power of A becomes 1 by 4. And also in denominator we did the same, pi by 2 multiply 1 by 2, it becomes 5 by 4. Okay, so up, as base is same like A dot A by 4, so we can simply apply the logarithm formula, then it becomes like this, 1 plus 1 by 4. Finally we get 5 by 4 here. So up and down, numerator and denominator has the same value, then we can just cancel them out, so it becomes a unity, that is log A 1, and we know log 1 equal to 0. So our answer is D. Okay, this is our problem number 19. So the remainder of a division of the polynomial x power 5 minus 3x power 4 plus 3 by x plus 1 is. So this particular problem you can just solve it. Let's take a look here. It's given like x plus 1. We have to divide this equation by x plus 1, and then we have to write the remainder of the equation. If we divide this, then what is the remainder actually? So to do this, we simply we can make it a equation equal to 0, and then the value of x is -1, and just simply substitute it on the equation that we have to divide. So it gives us -1. So this is the remainder. Okay, so our answer is A, option A, -1. This is our final problem. Questo 20. No, quesito, sorry. Quesito, not questo. So the equation in real field, remember, a real field, that means a real number, x power 4 plus 3x square minus 4 equal to 0 has okay, so this part I translated here. To positive solution and no negative solution, no solution, a positive solution and a negative solution, to negative solution and no positive solution, to positive solution and to negative solution. So you have to find out what is correct. So to solve to solve this problem, what we can do, we can consider x square equal to t. Then the equation becomes like this: t square plus 3t minus 4 equal to 0. Then we can write this way, we can organize it this way, so that we can write it according to the formula 2ab plus b square equal to a plus b whole square. Okay, so what we did, t square 3t, we wrote it such a way that we can get 2ab. So we put extra 2 multiply t, then as we added extra, so we just divide the rest of 3 by 2, then this 2 and this 2 cancel out and 3 remains. So at the end, like 3t is the same. Just for making an equation, we write it like that. Then plus 3 by 2 whole square, this is actually the value b. So this 3 by 2 whole square, we take it extra, therefore we just negative it. We add it with a negative sign, and this minus 4, actually this one. So this total part we can write like this: t plus 3 by 2 whole square, and this is the remaining part, minus 4 minus 9 by 4, and it becomes like that. Then we find 25 by 4. Okay, now if we remove the square here, it becomes square root of 25 by 4, and remember we have to put plus and minus. So this is our final answer, plus minus 5 by 2. So let's take positive value, t equal to 5 by 2, then t plus 3 by 2 equal to 5 by 2, then the value of t we find 1. When we take negative value, then the value of t we found -4. So at the initially we consider t equal to x square. So as t equal to 1, then we can write x square equal to 1. So value of x becomes plus minus 1. And in this case, value of x square equal to -4. So value of x becomes plus minus a square root -4. So this is actually not a real number. This is not real. This is complex number. So we cannot consider this. So we have one positive root and one negative root. Therefore, our answer is a positive solution and a negative solution. So option C is correct. So dear friends, this is the end of our today's tutorial. In the next tutorials, we'll solve problem 21 to 30. We'll solve this problem. I hope you understood all the problems today. If you don't, please write on the comment section, and if you have any other queries, just let me know. And please share with your friends and like, comment. Those help will motivate me, and of course I want to help you so that you can be benefited. You can get your insurance from the university, so that you can admit it, or you can do your higher study in European countries, or wherever you go. You need to strong your basics. So I just want to help you. So please support me and keep me your prayers. See you next tutorials.